Welcome to the free tip section of the Discord servers. So today I'll just go over my warm-up routine, roughly, and I'll give you some adjustments you can make for yourself, depending on your level and your specific abilities, right? Because everyone has different mechanics. So the first thing I would usually do is just start moving around. Obviously now I'm already warmed up as this is take 2, but overall, like I would just start moving, force myself into weird positions, right? I would force myself backwards, work on my half flips, work on wave dashes, all right, trying to recover well, use power slide efficiently, use my flips. All right, I would wave dash. Maybe I would work on some specific wave dashes if that's something I like to do. And so that's also what I would tell you to do. Work also on your speed flips, right? Like also both sides. I'm not sure you need both sides. I just develop both sides because I flip to the left, and for rapid resets, I need to flip to the right. That's how I learned how to speed flip both ways. But I usually just use the left one. So yeah, that's first you just start moving around. And the second thing I'd say is do the same but with the ball. So you just try and get very hard touches and you keep like moving pretty quickly. All right, so here, bang, hard touch, here maybe another one. So yeah, and you can tell how I just recover pretty efficiently on every touch, try and stay within the flow of things. Oh, overturn. All right, so that's basically what you would do from there. Then once I've done just my overall chasing and I'm starting to move a bit quicker, like I'd say for me, it takes about 5 minutes to get into a pretty good pace. Then I would start working on my flaws or on my weak points. Right. So for me, it would be ground play. I'm way better in the air than I am on the ground. So I would just start dribbling. I'd maybe just gain some dribble control, dribble around the map, go into a dribble map. All right. Then I would work on some just harder control once I'm back into just normal dribbles. So I would maybe do some 360 dribbles or some jumps into catch. All right, maybe do something like this. And then I would work on flicks. That's just overall, after you've done your weak points, I'd say work on flicks, because flicks, in my opinion, can never be good enough. And you'll never like not benefit from practicing flicks and getting very good at flicks. All right. Also, both sides, don't do the same mistake I did. I spent years just doing one side, so you can see how this is my flicks from the right, like turning to the left, sorry, and flipping to the right. They're decent, and now I'm messing them up, but basically they're normally pretty decent. From the left, I mean, it's just nothing. But I mean, I guess even when I'm coming from this side, like I can still get dribble for sure. Now let's go. Like I can still flick it from just turning to the left, but I'd still say it's better to like learn both sides. Right, like you're here, and then you just flick to the left. You see, I front flip instead of flipping to the left. All right, so just train both sides. It's gonna be important. Do some flicks, and once you feel like you've gotten to your normal level, that's when I would suggest. So, like you've done weak point, might have been air or ground. I'd say ground dribbles. You can also just say ground dribbles and doing flicks, and then you're just gonna work on some aerial mechanics. So you can either, depending on your level, of course. Oh, quad. Okay. Or some air dribbles. Obviously, I think I would normally first go into air dribbles, right? Just try and keep control, get my aerial movement down. I'm feeling pretty sluggish today. Do some pre-flip air dribbles, trying to just scary it for as long as I can. All right, maybe a little read. Nope. See, and then you would just work on this. Then you would maybe change the setup around a bit, make it a bit harder. All right, use some empty jumps. Depends on your level, of course. Like if you're struggling with just doing this, you can start with just normal setup and then air dribbling it and work on that first. Or you can just work on the setup itself. No, like if you feel like that, if you struggle with just setting it up properly, getting a good touch here on the wall, following it up, and work on that. But then I would say, so like chasing ground mechanics, especially flicks. You can also do ground dribbles, bounce dribbles, right? So you would just do something like this, and here you just start bounce dribbling it, right? Then you can finish it up with a shot. But then I would say, so ground, air, and then that's when I would say work on your shots, right? So you would go into either a training pack or a workshop map. I usually go into Coco's aim trainer, the workshop map, with the wall and the green part that you have to shoot on. But I'll just go to a training pack. And so you try to place your shots well, get some power, get good timing, get good touches. Once you can place your shots around where you want them to be, and you're at pretty normal level of consistency for you. Once you feel like you've got to your normal level, do like a couple more minutes. Just because you can never be too good at shooting, right? Yeah, that's an unfortunate shot. And so yeah, and then you also work on just speed if you're on the training pack, right? Like getting to the ball quickly, placing it well, trying to hit it as early as possible as always, right? And then once you've done a bit of shooting, you go back into free play and you work on control touches. That's something I feel like is pretty neglected. Even, I mean, I say that because I see my people I coach and I know how I used to train or what I used to train. So work on your first touches here on the ground. See like how this first touch isn't good. Ideally, you want the ball to just like be instantly controlled, right? So you can instantly start doing things with it. So either flicking or cutting into it or things like that, all right? And then you can also work on pops and just control touches in the air, all right? So here you have this, or here I'll pop it. No, I messed up the timing. See, that's also why it's important. All right, here I controlled it pretty well. That was a pretty good first touch. Messed up the pop. Maybe I can control it there. You see, so then you just work, it's to work on control touches, first touches especially. All right, here you pop into air dribble, thing like that. And now, once you've done all of that, I would say just chase again for a couple minutes. But now you just put everything together. So you have the recoveries, you have the ground dribbles, you have the shooting, right? So you have the power, you have the accuracy. Try and place your touches a certain point. It's going to drop down. Yeah, I realize, boop. See, and then you just try and get to the ball as early as possible, as quickly as you can. All right, don't jump too early, right? Like, don't go around doing something like this. I'll show you in a second. Like, don't go around doing this. I guess this was still pretty okay timing. Let me just do something like this. Like, don't go around like you're moving like this, and then here you jump and you do this. Like, jump as late as possible every time. And get to the ball as quickly as you can. Keep moving quickly. Read it as early as you can. Get hard touches. I get my backflip going forward. Let's go. All right. And then you can also switch it up and like while you're chasing, right? Like here, if you get a pop or something, then you just start like going for whatever mechanic you're working on right now. So let's say for you, it would be air dribbles. So here you see I have a situation where I'm moving quickly and I'm doing an air dribble. And the important thing about this is that I'm moving quickly all around. Yeah. So it's not like now I'm thinking, okay, I'm taking my time doing an air dribble. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm still moving quickly. I'm still chasing. I'm still getting the early and fast touch I would normally get, but I'm turning it into an air dribble, right? So I'm touching the ball as early as usual when I'm just chasing and hitting the ball hard, but I'm getting a soft touch instead. All right. Okay, no reset. Okay, what is happening? So yeah, so this is the idea. And then from there, I guess you can just go into ranked if you already feel ready, or if you feel like you need more time, or there's something that's still off, then I'd say work on those things. And if you're not looking to play ranked on that day, for example, you just don't feel like it, or I mean, tilting session the last time, then you can just start working on whatever mechanic you're working on. For me, for example, I'm trying to hit a penta rapid, right? So I would probably just go into doing some attempts. I guess that's not a rapid at the end there, but you get the idea, I think. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I've forgotten anything. If you have questions, since you're seeing this, you're in the Discord, so you can just ask away. I know there's a ask questions channel. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.